12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson, as well as actionable steps that an entrepreneur can take to implement these points and be successful in business. I will break down the analysis by chapters in the book and provide further context and examples to illustrate the significance of these points. Chapter 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. The first rule is to stand up straight with your shoulders back. This rule is all about taking responsibility for your own life and being willing to face the challenges that come with it. According to Peterson, when you stand up straight with your shoulders back, you send a signal to yourself and others that you are confident, capable, and willing to take on whatever comes your way. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can practice good posture and body language during meetings, presentations, and networking events to project confidence and competence. Additionally, they can work on cultivating a mindset of responsibility and resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks. Chapter 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. The second rule is to treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. This rule is about recognizing the value and worth of your own life and taking care of yourself accordingly. Peterson argues that people often take better care of others than they do themselves, and that this can lead to neglect and self-destructive behavior. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can prioritize self-care and personal development by setting aside time for exercise, meditation, reading, and other activities that promote physical and mental well-being. Additionally, they can seek out mentors or coaches who can provide guidance and support in their entrepreneurial journey. Chapter 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. The third rule is to make friends with people who want the best for you. This rule is about surrounding yourself with positive influences who encourage and support your growth and development. Peterson argues that our social environment has a profound impact on our behavior and mindset, and that being around people who are negative or unsupportive can be detrimental to our success. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can cultivate a strong network of mentors, peers, and supporters who share their values and vision for success. This can involve attending networking events, joining professional organizations, or seeking out opportunities for collaboration and partnership. Chapter 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. The fourth rule is to compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This rule is about focusing on your own progress and growth rather than comparing yourself to others. Peterson argues that comparing ourselves to others can be demoralizing and unproductive, as it sets unrealistic expectations and distracts us from our own path. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can set realistic and achievable goals for themselves and track their progress over time. They can also focus on continuous learning and improvement, seeking out feedback and opportunities for skill development. Chapter 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. The fifth rule is to do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. This rule is about setting boundaries and enforcing rules with your children in order to teach them discipline and responsibility. Peterson argues that children who are allowed to behave in ways that are disrespectful or disruptive can develop negative behaviors that carry over into adulthood. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can apply the principle of boundary setting and discipline to their leadership style and organizational culture. This can involve setting clear expectations and guidelines for behavior and holding employees accountable when those expectations are not met. Additionally, they can create a positive and supportive work environment that encourages growth and development for all team members. Chapter 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. The sixth rule is to set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. This rule is about taking responsibility for your own life and focusing on self-improvement before criticizing others or the world at large. Peterson argues that by taking care of our own problems and shortcomings, we can better contribute to positive change in the world. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can focus on improving their own business operations and organizational culture before criticizing competitors or industry trends. This can involve seeking out opportunities for process improvement, employee engagement, and customer satisfaction. Chapter 7. Pursue what is meaningful. The seventh rule is to pursue what is meaningful. This rule is about aligning your actions and goals with your own values and principles, rather than simply following what is easy or convenient. Peterson argues that by pursuing what is meaningful to us, we can find greater purpose and fulfillment in life. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can identify their own core values and incorporate them into their business strategy and decision-making processes. This can involve seeking out opportunities for social or environmental impact, building a strong brand identity, or focusing on quality over quantity. Chapter 8. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. The 8th rule is to tell the truth, or at least don't lie. This rule is about the importance of honesty and integrity in our relationships and interactions with others. Peterson argues that lying can have serious consequences, both for ourselves and for those around us. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can cultivate a culture of honesty and transparency within their organization by setting clear expectations for ethical behavior and communication. They can also prioritize building trust with customers and stakeholders by delivering on promises and being open and honest about challenges and setbacks. Chapter 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. The 9th rule is to assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. This rule is about the importance of listening and learning from others, even when we disagree with them or find their ideas challenging. Peterson argues that by keeping an open mind and seeking out diverse perspectives, we can broaden our own understanding and become more effective problem solvers. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can seek out opportunities for collaboration and partnership with individuals and organizations from diverse backgrounds and perspectives. They can also prioritize active listening and empathy in their interactions with customers, employees, and other stakeholders. Chapter 10. Be precise in your speech. The 10th rule is to be precise in your speech. This rule is about the importance of clarity and accuracy in our communication with others. Peterson argues that imprecise language can lead to confusion and misunderstanding, while precise language can help us convey our ideas more effectively and build stronger relationships with others. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can prioritize clear and concise communication in their business operations, including emails, presentations, and marketing materials. They can also seek out feedback from customers and employees to ensure that their messaging is effective and well received. Chapter 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. The 11th rule is to do not bother children when they are skateboarding. This rule is about the importance of allowing young people to take risks and explore the world on their own terms, without unnecessary interference or overprotection from adults. Peterson argues that this can help young people develop resilience, independence, and creativity. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can create a culture of experimentation and risk-taking within their organization, encouraging employees to think outside the box and pursue new ideas and initiatives. They can also seek out opportunities to mentor and support young people in their community, such as through internships or apprenticeships. Chapter 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. The 12th and final rule is to pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. This rule is about the importance of taking pleasure in the small joys of life, even in the midst of challenges and struggles. Peterson argues that by cultivating gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life, we can better cope with difficulties and find meaning and purpose in our daily experiences. Actionable step. An entrepreneur can prioritize self-care and work-life balance, making time for hobbies and activities that bring them joy and fulfillment outside of work. They can also seek out opportunities to give back to their community, such as through volunteering or charitable donations. Overall, 12 Rules for Life provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for living a fulfilling and successful life, emphasizing the importance of personal responsibility, self-improvement, positive relationships with others, and a sense of purpose and meaning. By incorporating these principles into their business practices and personal lives, entrepreneurs can achieve greater success, satisfaction, and impact.